Hey there, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a 50-point War Machine game. I'm actually going to be up against Irusk here with a little bit of a head swap. But yeah, this one here, I'm going to be taking P. Lylyth. He's taking P. Irusk. And it's one of these things we're just trying out some casters we haven't taken for a while. So the game we're playing is Incursion. We got the 3 flags there. One will be disappearing after the first turn. We're doing a little bit of kitchen hammer here. So, I mean, it's just a plain table here that we threw some stuff down. But it's the first one of 5 points. You get 1 for controlling a flag, 2 for dominating. And for my side here, I have Lylyth, who is running 2 Carnivians and Typhon. I have the Shepherd there with them. Then on the left, I have Min Raptors with Anissa Rival. There's also the Black Frost Shard, and then the Legionnaires on the right. For him from left to right, he is running the Grape Bears. He also has some Eliminators. He has one Kovnik that is running the Juggernaut. He has then those whatever little frost, little magic team he has. Then he has Pia Rusk, who has Reinhold back there, and Silas running Torch. And then, of course, there's the big old Kayazi Assassins with the Underboss and a couple more Eliminators. And then there's also Kale, Balok, and the Widowmakers. So really looking at this, my Legionnaires are in a horrible matchup. Yeah, it really did look bad. I mean, he deployed first, I deployed second, but man, whereas I thought they could just kind of like stall those Legionnaires for a bit, once he had in all that anti-infantry shooting there from his advanced deploy, it really looks bad there. So what I'm going to try and do then is on the left side, really try and overwhelm that with my fast elements, move up the center with my heavies, and this really comes down to the assassination. I'm really going to be looking for the spray assassination, and we'll see what it gives me. So he gets the first turn, he moves on up. He has superiority up on Torch. He also has the Iron Flesh up on the Kayazi. And yeah, those damn Eliminators and Ninjas coming at me faster than I'd like them to. On my turn, I'm moving up. I have spiky growth on all my beasts here. I was actually able to get off a couple of shots onto 2 of those little wizard guys there. One of the things I feel kind of dumb for is I actually put the prey target onto the Eliminators, and that doesn't really make much sense because due to their stealth, I can't really shoot them unless they kind of make a mistake. So that was kind of silly. I'll have to hopefully kill them and switch over prey soon. But you can see the other thing I did is the Legionnaires want nothing to do with that right flag. I would love it if that flag disappears, but if nothing else, they'll kind of hold back, and I can always rush them up to contest if needed. On his turn here, this was almost embarrassing. His 2 little assassins here, his Eliminators, come charging into my Carnivian. Now, I'm armor 19, but on average, each of these people with their combo strike should be doing about 9 points of damage or something like that. Yeah, combined, he did 5. His dice were epically bad. It was insane. So, hey, I don't mind it, and I can kill off these little chicks. And after everything's said and done, it looks like this. Yeah, it was the middle flag that disappeared, and that's really not what I wanted, especially because now the Juggernaut came over to the left flag, and all of a sudden, I can't really blitz that guy out of the way without heavy support. If I go and I kill the Kovnik, I can go and just stationary the Jack, but he's still going to be there contesting. So all of a sudden, I have to be going to the right side. Now, the main thing that is pretty nice here is the fact that he did not put anything in base to base with the flags. So what I'm going to try and do on my next turn here is something I was playing around with my Epic Cane, where I'm actually going to draw him in with the scenario. Let him come forward, tempt him to come forward with his caster, and then really get the jump on him. Because, you know, 3 points is really actually fairly useless to you in the scenario. You need to have, you know, the full 5. So if I allow him to get a couple of points, it's okay as long. So my turn here, this is what I'm basically doing. I go up and I kill the Kovnik, kill the other mage thing. I can't remember his name. The Juggernaut is stationary, so that's awesome. To start off with, I shoot a Eruption of Spines into the Carnivian, which actually worked out perfect because I was able to kill the 2 Eliminators, and I did no damage to the Carnivian, and it also hit Lylyth as well, and no damage to her at dice -4. So that was fairly lucky. Otherwise, I have a little bit of spiky growth up. A little bit of advancement there, but for the most part, I am just now running forward with the Legionnaires just to try and gum things up. and hopefully making it so that his Kayazi won't be all over my face. So on his turn, oh man, those Legionnaires were useless. When those Widowmakers and Kael Balok were done, yeah, they were just gone. So that really was just a waste. I probably should have thrown in the last four as well. I don't know, but yeah, that was just almost disappointing how badly they died. Otherwise, he moves Torch in the way, and then a fully camped Irusk goes over to actually go and dominate the right flag. So that's pretty awesome because now I can go and spray him. On the left side, yeah, this is not something I really planned on. The bears who now prey are getting the hell out of Dodge, but for some reason, this Coldon Lord I thought was one of the dead models from what I shot from the first turn. Turns out he's still there, and so he runs up and controls, and that's not really something I thought he would be able to do. I thought if he wanted to do it, he'd have to move up his Great Bears, and then I'd just kill them. Well, now he just kind of got a point, and he's going to be losing something fairly useless. So that's really bad. And the other thing I was thinking, too, is that even though he's in a spot where I can just spray the hell out of his caster, assuming I clear out a little bit of Kayazi, he's fully camped, and I probably can't kill him. So that's not good. So what I do instead is I first go and try and put Kiss onto the Juggernaut, actually miss it, but then with some Ice Bolts I was able to stationary him anyway, so that's pretty good. And then pretty much just came up, I was able to kill that one Coldon Lord, now I'm contesting, killed one of the Great Bears, and with Lylyth, I first moved up a Legionnaire, went over, popped my feet, shot it with the Eruption of Spines, killed a couple of Kayazi, and then because I realized I probably couldn't pull off the caster kill, I decided just to try and clear out as much as possible. So the one Carnivian, well, first of all, Shepherd ran over so I could actually force it, and then the Carnivian ran over, with spray from the assault, killed both the Silas and one of the little Widowmakers back there, and then I just totally scrapped Torch, so that's pretty awesome. And then I basically just came up and sprayed a bunch of Kayazi. The one thing that was bad here is I probably could have done a lot better to get multiple guys in sprays. I was a little bit lazy with my placement there, but yeah, I mean, now he's at a point here where I've kind of stalled him, and he'll have to do a lot more to try and take me out now. But what he does is he puts on the spell on the Kayazi so that they get, what is it, Battle Lust? They get +1 dice. And after some shooting support from all these guys here, Kael Balok, the Widowmakers, and even some shooting from Irusk, he charges in and he kills the Carnivian. So not something I really thought he could do, and then he just dominates one more, and he wins the game. So my whole plan kind of really backfired on me because I gave him points, and then from that, he just kind of won. Looking back on it, one of the things I really, really messed up on is the left side, where I really should have had something up there to be contesting. I don't know why I didn't. There was a little bit of risk that maybe I wouldn't stationary the Juggernaut, so I didn't want to risk that. But really, the odds of that were very good. So if I wouldn't have allowed him to get that 1 point on the left, well, then he would have, even dominating here, just be at 4. And then after that, my 2 other heavies come in, and there's just nothing he can really do to stop me at that point. So I feel that I really botched this one up, but well played on my opponent, and hope you guys liked watching it. Bye.